Hello, my queens and kings. I'm not sure if any man watched, but welcome to Magical Consciousness. My name is Sheila Lights, and today we're going to do yet another card reading. I'm feeling the passion for the reading, so let's dive in. This is going to be for eclipse season because right now, on the 6th of August, we literally have spin into, whichever it is, into eclipse season, which will be all the way through August and even a little bit into September. And an eclipse season to me always is this energy of a transformation being put on speed. So whatever we have been working towards or working through to become someone new, or to bring in something new, or to manifest something into our reality, an eclipse season kind of illuminates everything a little bit more for you to truly make those big leaps, those big steps, those big transitions. Definitely, it's a lot of the energy being amplified by like 5 or 10, however you would like to see it. That's kind of what I see an eclipse season being, and I feel it already. That's why I wanted to make this video now, because I knew that even though the first eclipse happens on the 12th of August, which is going to be in Leo, the energy is already building. If you have had heightened like awareness, or your dreams are being way more insane than normally, those are all signs that you're definitely going through that energetic shifts an eclipse brings. So we're going to shuffle some tarot cards, some oracle cards, and when I watched back my first reading, I was like, I missed some steps there, because I love to say that you should grab yourself a drink. I have a coffee, that you should know that this is a general reading. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't behind. If you would like a more personal message for this eclipse season, for August, for wherever you are in your life right now, then I have the magical mini reading available for you, because then I could really tap into your energy. Now we're doing a little bit more of a collective energy, which my collective is tapping into. Not the whole world, but my collective. And I know my collective, mostly women, mostly light workers, mostly starseeds, mostly mermaids. So let's dive in. I'm gonna start off with this tarot deck just to get some overall energy for this eclipse season, like the themes and what we are working with. As well, today Venus entered in Libra, so that is as well carried through eclipse season. And I think that's actually a very nice placement, because it kind of brings a little bit more compassion, grace, kindness, and playfulness to how an eclipse season could be slightly revealing, exposing as well, and kind of nudges us to face our fears a little bit. So then having Venus be in, kind of like its home sign. Libra is ruled by Venus, and then Venus being in Libra, it's actually nice because that kind of gives us the placement of expression, of relationships, of beauty, and of art. Definitely for my collective, I know that's very important. So then it being Libra, that brings a little bit more lightheartedness. So I think that's great. I think that's good. But I don't feel any negativity or anything with this eclipse season. For me personally, I feel how much it already is activating my whole DNA and my whole body to move into new timelines and to step into a bolder future. And we have, let's see. We have Justice, which Libra much. But we're going to do one more card because I already have 2 cards come out, and I think 3 cards is going to be truly the best. So let's see. One more card. Not freaking 6. If that's a number significant for you, number 6, which is also a number of balance, harmony, relationships, which kind of connects me to that. So yes, we do have the Page of Swords. So expect during this eclipse season there to be more communication, or for you to be more curious about how you're thinking. Could be either way, or it could be both ways. It could be both, having certain, inspired conversations, conversations that bring new insights, clarity, open your mind, or these breakthroughs definitely will be happening during eclipse season with the Page of Swords here. And it could be kind of unexpected, or could be surprising, or it could all feel a little bit like, feel a very snappy energy, which that's what I was trying to say with the Page of Swords here. Like every eclipse season that I've ever been in, it has activated my light body in some way. It truly amplifies what you're experiencing. So whatever you are experiencing, that's getting amplified. And sometimes that's not actually something we want, because what we're experiencing, we don't actually enjoy. Or we're kind of like, for example, if we're settling for something, an eclipse season is going to highlight that, which obviously is not the funnest thing to come to terms with. But all done with love, because that's the intention we set here. It's all with love. So we keep that in mind. So we have the Three of Wands. This to me, like, is something coming together, and it's opening up a portal for you to step through. And that's basically what I was saying at the beginning. Like, this eclipse season to me is feeling like a new chapter opening up. Like, if you're watching this, you've probably gone through a lot of inner work. And I got a message, and so I looked at the screen. You've gone through a lot of inner work, and right now, this summer is truly, or this eclipse season, whenever you're watching, is truly going to open up a portal for you to step into the next chapter and to embrace more independence, to embrace your dreams, and to step into the vision you have been holding, so closely to your heart, to kind of put it out there and to continue creating it more externally instead of holding it so close internally, because we can only do so much inner work until we truly have to decide to take those steps physically, externally, and to make it happen. And then we have the Page of Wands. So definitely there is going to be a lot of new inspiration, spiritual insight, a higher calling, an activation of your creativity, your sensuality, your sexuality. Like, those are all attributes this eclipse season is bringing, which makes sense as the new moon is in Leo. That kind of, to me, is why there's so much wands here. A lot of fire. And I don't know the full moon, which full moon is going to be. Which full moon would it be? Would it be in Pisces? I'm not sure. Let's put them all together here. It's you basically taking the ideas you're receiving, the inspiration that you're receiving, and putting it into an actual plan and actually taking the steps to make it a reality. Because the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles is an idea that could truly grow into something very much prosperous for you, could grow into something that could be lasting. But because the Ace of Pentacles is just the idea, just the seed that you're planting, that seed is going to need your effort. That seed is going to need you to show up for it. And with the Page of Wands here, the Page of Wands then speaks about you having the energy to do so, with the Three of Wands being that, you're now standing at the edge of your dream reality, of your future vision. Will you actually take the next step into making it a reality, or you continue on dreaming about it and just visualizing? Well, visualization is important, but the eclipse season will highlight you just staying where you are and going where you want to go, if that makes any sense. And it's funny because now I actually have the cards totally differently laid out. Now we're starting with the Ace of Pentacles, then we have the Page of Wands, and then we have the Three of Wands. So that makes total sense actually. Let's continue shuffling. We have Wonders and Change. Talk about a miracle, talk about a transformation, talk about change. Talk about that there are some things that you can't see yet, and there are things that you can't explain, and there are things that you couldn't even consider yet right now, which will be opportunities that come to you in ways that you're like, I would have never thought it could happen like that. That's what this is giving, and that's definitely what this eclipse season energy is to me, because I have noticed over the last months of stepping into my manifestations that these opportunities come from places that we can't think of ourselves, but we have to be open though. Like, we have to allow ourselves to share our ideas with people that we feel called to share them with. And maybe these people know other people that we didn't even know they existed, and then they offer us an opportunity. And I had that, for example, with going to Amsterdam, doing my first pet sit. I told my nephew, my cousin, and he was like, actually, I know someone that needs a pet sit. Normally I do it, but maybe you want to do it. Like, come on, I had never considered that. That's how it works, and that's truly energy here. So be on the lookout for unexpected blessings, opportunities, and ways to move forward with your projects, your goals, your manifestations. And if you don't know yet, then you don't know yet. And if there's no one to talk to, and there's no one to talk to, and just keep holding that vision, keep holding that energy, keep staying inspired, keep refining as well, you know, like the plan. Or if there's nothing to do, there's nothing to do. But most of the time we can maybe find something to do, and if not, then not, you know. Definitely follow your intuitive guidance, your internal guidance, those nudges, wherever you feel called to go, because it will definitely bring the next thing. And let's see. Yep. Ooh, I love this combination of cards. Let's see, I want one more. One more. Yeah. No way, we have miracles. So this eclipse season will definitely feel like a miracle, and with a double rainbow, just know miracles are going to be happening. We're just, you know, along for the ride right now. We're like in that train right now. The train has took off. The eclipse season train is on its way, and we're in that train, and we're going to come across all types of different things. But just know that there's light at the end of the tunnel, and as well that miracles are actually happening right now. So we have first card, freedom. This is talking about that you should actually do what you feel called to do, even if it might be unconventional, even if it's different than what everyone else is doing, even if it seems like not logical or something like that. Or, you know, to embrace that change and to embrace something different and to allow yourself to be different. That's definitely the energy here. So if you have felt the calling to do something differently, or to own a different path, or to step into a different direction, then eclipse season is going to definitely put a loop on it and make you feel that even stronger for you to actually go do that. So then we have new beginnings, and that's kind of the portal energy I'm feeling here with these two rainbows for this eclipse season. Like, so many colors, it's so colorful. We have rainbows, we have a lot of rainbow energy here for this eclipse season. And then, oh my gosh, look at this. We have taking risks. Yeah. Eclipse season is going to dare us. This eclipse season is going to be daring. Definitely, like with all the wands energy. It's a very fiery energy. And then air energy could as well be very much a daring energy, and to kind of challenge us. To do things differently, to change, to innovate, to become someone we haven't been before, or to do things we haven't done before, or to step out of our comfort zone. So here we are, definitely with new beginnings. It's like, it's saying that, and I said the light at the end of the tunnel. It's like if things have over the last months have been more so, because the last eclipse season was in February. So definitely look back on February and the things you were working on then and focused on then, and how much has changed since then, and how right now everything you have been kind of like putting the effort into or done the inner work for, like all the months you have spent just working on yourself or taking care of yourself or fueling yourself, the vision, your healing. Right now, this eclipse season, it's going to kind of give you that push to materialize it and to put it into actual action in physical form, and to show yourself that in fact you have become someone new, and that you now can actually take those next steps, and that you no longer have to like sit still with where you're at, but instead to dare yourself to try it out. And then we have thriving. So this talks about, once again, giraffe, higher perspective, and then a little bit of Sagittarius energy coming through as well. But these could all be symbolic, you know, energies for you, because we have birds. So for all of my animal lovers, we have a snake. Talk about shedding a skin, embracing a new skin, because this snake is as well shaping as the 8. Oh my gosh, I'm getting so many downloads. This is eclipse season. Like always when I'm tapping into an energy like this, I'm like talking, and things just go from here to here to here to here. And I'm seeing all the symbolic meanings. So we have the snake, which also is number 8. We will have the 8-8 portal, and it's centered in the reading, so it's like in the center of the reading, so that makes total sense as well. Number 8, return, karma, things coming back around, but this time you have learned and you have gathered new wisdom, information, insight for you to not repeat, but actually instead ascend into the next level, into the next chapter, into the new beginning that we're talking about here. And then we have thriving. So this eclipse season is actually asking from you to find yourself in a place of reflection on where you could improve your reality, for you to feel like things become more easy, for you to find more success, and to allow yourself to thrive, to allow yourself to claim your success as well, and to allow yourself to know that things don't have to be difficult all the time, or like that you don't have to overcomplicate that you don't have to overcomplicate it actually, and that you should allow yourself to set yourself free from fear, worry, doubt, and to have fun and to own the light, own the spotlight as well, because this is your life, you know, you're the main character here, so that's very much present. It's like main character energy. Someone is owning what they want, what they're passionate about, and then charging ahead, charging forward. And even though there are moments where that's going to be more uncertain, and where you don't know what you're doing, or where you don't understand why things are happening the way they are, there's something behind that. There's more to that, and you will know very soon what that is, or while you're doing what you're doing, you will learn and you will understand why things happened the way they did, always, even if right now that doesn't feel like that. So let's see 2 more cards for this reading today. Let's see from the Moonology deck. We have 2 cards. Thank you very much. Hold the vision. This has literally been the main message I've been getting, and I've been saying it multiple times. Hold your vision. Hold the vision, hold your vision, keep holding your vision, because with this moon right here, to me it's like you're halfway there. And that's kind of what I'm saying and what I'm trying to say with, you have done the inner work, but it's not only inner work, it's as well where you implement that inner work externally, where you put it to the test. And that actually takes you to be courageous and take those risks. That's a risk, actually, to take that risk of showing yourself how much inner work you have actually done, and that's not just to do the inner work, it's as well to be able to create a different reality for yourself. So hold your vision. Hold your vision. So let's see what I'm always like so curious. I'm like, this is going to be a surprise. I'm gonna sip my coffee first. Build the tension. That's definitely eclipse season. It's gonna build some tension too. Yes, we do got a new moon coming up. So we have a new start is coming, a new beginning. Look at all of that. All this new energy. So we have 2 circles. Something will come full circle. A completion always leads to a new beginning, but we have a new idea. We have a new beginning. We have a new start. And we as well have a new perspective and new energy entering your life. So we have a lot of new here. This is the new perspective, by the way. Couldn't hold all the cards at once, but that's crazy how much new energy there is here. So definitely this eclipse season will bringing. So definitely this eclipse season is bringing a lot of new energy. All types of opportunities, if they're mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically, there's a lot to work with here. And actually it's kind of like, it feels like where the momentum is building and things are kind of put on where, this is going to be so random. You know how you can listen to a voice memo, like on where you speed it up? That's kind of what I'm feeling here. It's like the voice memo has been just on normal pace, and now the eclipse season is kind of going to speed it up, for you to move forward, for you to embrace a new beginning or a new start or a new chapter of your life. So a new start is coming, new moon, and we do have the new moon coming up next week, and that is going to be the new moon eclipse in Leo, and I'm so excited for it. Like, oh my gosh, I love that energy. I actually am less interested in the 8/8 portal. I'm more interested in that new moon eclipse, because that's actually the energy that's truly bringing in that heightened creativity, intuition, and our inspiration being like truly brought to the light, and showing us where we want to go and what our vision is shaping into. And then we have a very climax approaches. So we as well have a full moon here, which I love that we have that one too. Full moon in Aries. Talk about fire sign energy again. There is also this eclipse season, definitely climactic energy going on, and that's basically what I was saying, things speeding up. But when things speed up, you have a point where it kind of like, you know, it happens. So just know that this eclipse season is not only bringing in new beginnings, it's as well closing certain loops, certain patterns, certain beliefs will be brought to the light, will brought to your awareness for you to basically let go or to complete certain cycles, to let go of difficulty or challenge, or kind of pushing ahead, and instead finding more ease and allowing yourself to bring in more playfulness and fun. Because for some reason this card to me always feels so serious, whereas the new moon in Aries card feels way more like playful to me. But like the full moon in Aries is kind of like emperor energy. It's building foundations, having structures, and in a way kind of breaking certain structures. So definitely with freedom here, it's to allow yourself to break through certain limitations this eclipse season, to let go of restriction, to let go of thinking that it can only work out one way or another, but that there are actually way more possibilities for you. And I'm excited. This feels like a really epic energy. I'm like looking forward to it, while also scared. Definitely. I feel like there may be something else I need to see here, so I'm gonna just look at the cards for a moment if there's any other message I need to deliver. Let's see. Definitely honor this eclipse season, how far you have already come, how much energy you have put into getting where you are right now and becoming who you are right now. Because if you will look back to you 1 year ago, last summer, you probably were way less experienced than you are right now. You knew way less than you do right now. And that's the same with this summer, that right now where you feel that you feel like, you know, like you're maybe still learning, and that's true, but look at how far you have already come, and also know that next summer you will look back on this summer and be like, wow, look how far I've come from that summer. And that's something to look forward to, you know, that right now, once again, you're just stepping into another chapter where you get to grow closer to yourself and find your unique gifts and find your unique qualities, and to embrace your uniqueness as well, and to step into that free will of you able to create your own reality and to follow your light. My favorite phrase, you know it. So hold your vision, buckle up, here we go. Eclipse season, you know, it brings its gifts, it brings its challenges, and I'm excited to see how it unfolds, who we will transform into, where it's all leading us, you know, what is going to highlight for us. So whatever becomes very much like repetitive in a way, where we see things over and over and over again, or a message is just trying to reach us over and over again, or certain symbolic things that are happening, pay close attention to it during this eclipse season, because it's significant. 100%. So thank you so much for tuning in. Let me know how this resonated. Thank you so much for being here, for taking the time to receive these messages, these codes. So thankful. And follow me over on Instagram as well. That's where I as well share things on my personal page, on my business page. We got all types of beautiful places going on where we continue this conversation and bring this message and magic to life. So I will see you in the next one.